Companies like Apple. Was Apple valued the way it is in the 90s the way it is today in 2016? No, because the idea has had various confidence levels. When Steve Jobs was there, when he wasn't there. When they came up with the iPhone, it was such a great idea. It had tons of confidence and produced lots of this. This is Jason Kanigan from Sales on Fire. Today we're going to talk about money and currency, which are not the same thing. You are probably thinking they are the same thing. Now, this is what most people think of as money, right? But I'm here to tell you that that is a mistake, and if you chase this, you're chasing currency. This is the representation of money, a physical representation of money. It has no intrinsic value in of itself. This is a piece of, I think, cotton, right, with some ink on it. Some nice graphics that some artist has drawn. Actually, two artists, because they have one who does the front and one who does the back. Ain't that pretty? Okay. This has no intrinsic value until we believe it has value. Why do we believe it has value? Because of the difference between currency and money. If you chase currency, you will never build anything. And here's why. Again, this is not money, this is currency. Okay? Currency throughout time has been many things. People have used gourds for currency. People have used rocks with holes drilled in them. The Japanese did that. Okay? Anything can be currency. The thing is, though, when they lack intrinsic value, when something like this, which is called fiat currency, is put out there by some body that says this is now valuable, it's only as valuable as we continue to believe in it. And if you look at a graph, and any financial expert will tell you this, in the long term, over many, many, many years, the long-term value of all fiat currencies drops to zero. And that is a key understanding. One day this will be worthless, and that's really too bad, because I love the idea behind this. Okay? But that gets into what money is. Money is around this thing. Can you see it? No? Okay. That's because money and currency are not the same thing. Money is an idea backed by confidence. An idea backed by confidence. This is not an idea backed by confidence, really. This is a representation of that we are choosing in our collective craziness to believe is true, okay, for now. And that's why, stock values go up and down. Companies like Apple. Was Apple valued the way it is in the 90s the way it is today in 2016? No, because the idea has had various confidence levels. When Steve Jobs was there, when he wasn't there. When they came up with the iPhone, it was such a great idea. It had tons of confidence and produced lots of this. Currency for them, value of the idea, okay? One day, Apple will be a memory. Long-term value of fiat currencies is zero. Long-term value of organizations is zero. Eventually, everything dies, okay? But in the short term, what can you do to build your business and do better in selling and that? Start believing in money, not currency, okay? This is an outgrowth of your belief in money, an idea backed by confidence. If you start up a business and you don't know anybody and you don't do any prospecting in that, how much confidence is there behind the idea of your business? Very little, correct? And therefore, you don't get many customers and you don't make much of this. If, however, you are well known in your field before you start your business, because you've been a spokesperson, let's say, for a well-known organization and kind of piggybacked off of their idea backed by confidence, and then you go out, like Matt Cutts from Google, right? If Matt goes out and creates a new business based around himself and the knowledge that he has and everybody knowing him, instantly, boom, it's injected with confidence, okay? Very, very powerful stuff. And he's well known and he gets a lot of customers and it feeds itself for a while anyway, until Matt gets old and dies or retires or decides he doesn't want to do that anymore or has some horrible scandal, right? All these things could possibly happen to knock the confidence out of that idea. And then the money dies, okay? The currency follows very, very quickly. So money is an idea backed by confidence. Currency is its physical representation. Go after the money. Go after, how can I build confidence into my idea and get that to grow? Not, how can I chase those dollar bills? Because those are merely currency. This is Jason Kanigan from Sales on Fire. Remember, I am giving you this information to straighten out some of the ideas that you have carried around in your head unknowingly for years and years and years, that were just dropped in there by people who didn't know what they were talking about. And by fixing these ideas, we're going to change your point of view on the world and enable you to take action in a way you never thought possible before. That's what I'm about here, okay? That's why we're having this little lesson, okay? Roman currency. Is it worth anything today? Well, to curiosity people, yeah, you know, who value this kind of stuff, okay? But can you trade it for legal tender? No, because the confidence has gone out of that. There's no backing body behind the idea of the Roman Empire anymore. There's no confidence in that idea as something that will protect the value of that, okay? Gold currency. We used to have a gold standard currency, and then that was taken away and replaced with this fiat currency stuff, okay? Now, I'm not going to say whether that's right or wrong. I'm just saying that gold had an intrinsic value of some kind, okay? That would wobble up and down too, but it never really goes away. As long as you have gold and people want gold, and your currency is based on the value of that gold, tied to it, the currency is going to have some value, okay? Start thinking about this stuff and how you can apply it in your everyday life. How can you take your business idea and start pumping confidence into it? Because that's going to produce the currency results that you want. Separate the two in your mind. Okay? Those of you who have followed Sales on Fire training know the difference between role performance and personal value. This is very, very similar. Okay? We can have role failure. We can screw up today. I can screw up today and do a botched job on my sales process, right? I can rush through it and miss things and that. Does that make me a failure as a human being? No. It's just role failure. Learn from it, get back up, dust yourself off, and move again, you know? Start putting confidence back in. If instead we want to treat role failure as personality failure, as a human being failure, if you believe the two are the same thing, you're going to have a problem. You're going to beat yourself up. So I don't want to get into too many ideas, but those two are related. And I think you could take that and go out into the world with it and perform better. Okay? A lot of this is about what's going on in your head, because you will take action or not take action based on what you believe to be true. This is Jason Kanigan from Sales on Fire. I appreciate you watching.